Hey, we're here with Hannah Lawrence.
Hi, guys.
Hello, welcome.
How are you? Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Hannah's a comedian in the city, and you've started a new show.
I have, yeah.
Blackjack.
Every Thursday night, Blackjack Barbecue. We're alternating between like a mic and then a book show every Thursday there. Yeah, 10 p.m.
That's awesome.
Where is
wild.
the Blackjack?
It's in the East End on Gerrard East. Yeah.
Cool.
Gerrard and like Pape-ish area.
Is it weekly, monthly?
It's a bi-weekly show and then open mic every other week. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you alternate. So some weeks it's booked, some weeks it's open mic.
Yeah. I feel like
smart.
I'm so bad at like advertising like it. That's what it is. I need
It's
to tell people.
confusing, but-
yeah.
Not like in a
Figure it
bad
out.
way confusing, but like I understand why it's hard.
Oh yeah.
But it's a great idea.
Oh, thank you so much.
Has it been fun so far?
It's been really good. Yeah, we've been able to get like pretty good audiences out. The
Nice.
open mic is a bit of a come if you dare sort of thing. The last
What?
week, yeah, it was pretty wild. Last week we had like I had to break up 2 fights. It was just,
No.
it's been, I don't know if it's like the air, I don't know what it is, but like right off the top, there was these 2 women who tried to rush the stage.
Oh my god.
And then like towards the end too, there's these 2 guys that came in and just demanded to go on stage and took the mic out of one of my friends' hands.
Oh
and
my
then
god.
thought they were comedians, but it was very entertaining, but
What did you do?
I don't know what to do because like the guy was huge.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I should stop this, but also I can't. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's
So
scary.
yeah, but it's fun. Wow. There's always an audience.
Oh my god.
We can control them. Yeah, it's a good time though.
No, that sounds super eventful. Like,
Yeah, it's
to
always
say the least.
interesting. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
That's awesome. So we brought a rule today for our Fckgirls dating rule.
Nice.
And this is a rule that comes out, what's it called? Thanks to or gratuitous to, what's the word? Like when sponsored by, there we go.
Oh, okay.
I got
This rule is sponsored by the shitty Tinder hookup I had this weekend.
Oh no.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I can't say this enough. Oh no.
So the rule is make sure to exchange phone numbers before hooking up. And I'll tell you why now that you ask. So I like spent the night with this guy. He stayed over. We ordered food, whatever. He was okay, but I was like, okay, it wasn't like horrible. It wasn't the worst. It was okay. So maybe let's do it again. So then I messaged him on Tinder and I was like, what's your phone number? And then I noticed that he unmatched me.
No.
He unmatched me. And I was so mad.
Wow.
I was so livid. I was like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? This is the
so
rudest thing I've
rude.
ever...
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel that way because I then, earlier that day, I had found him on LinkedIn. So I went to go message him and say, this is what I want to say. I wanted to say, hi, just wanted to know, did you unmatch me on Tinder? And if so, that was rude. Yeah. Maybe communicate with people your feelings as opposed to just being crummy. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I did. I sent him that message on LinkedIn. Yeah. But the thing is, we weren't connected on LinkedIn, so I had to purchase a premium account.
Oh my god. No. Did you? Ana-Marija.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
Best $35 I ever spent.
$35. You could have paid for a carrier pigeon.
I didn't know any.
Fair.
So I messaged him this, and then he messages me back in like the shortest amount of words, like, yeah, sorry, Y-E-S-R-Y, yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry. That's what he said. Lots of stuff going on. Had to unmatch a bunch of girls off Tinder. Need to focus on my relationship. GLGL. He has a girlfriend.
I don't even know what to say.
What does GL mean?
I
Yeah,
looked
what's
it up.
GL?
It means good luck, good luck. So at least that's kind of nice.
You came around. You came around.
Wow.
That's insane. Oh my god.
So I realized if you're going to hook up with someone, ask for their phone number first, or
Yeah.
ask if they have a girlfriend, or just ask for their phone number. And if they don't give you their phone number, they probably have a girlfriend or boyfriend.
Jeez.
do you think it was the girlfriend unmatching everyone on Tinder? She
No, I
found
think
out?
it was him. I think he's a psychopath.
That's
Oh my
terrible. That's so
God.
sad.
That's so awful. That's like worst case scenario for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I just
Do you
wanted
wanna-
closure.
Do you want to out him on the podcast?
He's a big IT guy.
Sounds like it.
If you see an IT guy on LinkedIn, that's him.
I started a LinkedIn account to
Mm-hmm.
not stalk a guy, find out information about a guy from a friend on
Yeah.
Tinder too. Because he
Oh,
was like, we
really?
couldn't find him on. He was one of those guys who like had a private like Facebook account. 'Cause
Yeah.
he didn't want it connected to his like his business or whatever. LinkedIn's the way to go, I think.
I
For
agree.
a lot of these guys. Yeah.
You want to trap someone?
yeah.
I just think LinkedIn is so weird when it shows you that you looked at someone's page.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Like
that
I get an
didn't
email
like.
about that, and I'm like, I don't want to know that. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's like those apps people get on their phones for like tracking their followers. I feel like that should be illegal.
Yes.
It should be.
That's not information that you are allowed to have.
It's actually
You
it's
go crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram. My sister changed her profile to public figure one time just for shits, and it like says it shows you who looks at your story. If it like prompted them to go look at your profile, how many views you got on your profile. It gives you all these like stats, and it tells you like specific people. And it just like I was like, I can't
Jeez.
have that many
Yeah.
numbers in my head. Like
Also,
it's just like
Who am I like stalking? Just
Yeah.
like 1 week I'm like
I know.
stalking one person a little
Yeah.
bit more than other people.
oh my god, people.
But
follow
not
me
really.
so
But you
much.
know, sometimes you're just like, oh,
What are they doing?
for some reason I'm really interested in this person's
know.
life this week.
Oh, I know. It's the most random people.
Oh
man.
God, it's horrible.
I definitely once ran down a rabbit hole, like looking up my old people I went to high school with, just to be like, to have my own like virtual high school reunion that I never got invited to. You know what I mean? To be like, wow, you guys look so cool. You've changed so much. But yeah, I definitely get that feeling.
Yeah. Have you ever liked a photo really far down?
Yes.
Yeah, accidentally. Yeah.
So bad.
Same.
I've also sometimes. This is the most horrifying thing that ever happened to me. Is like when you're looking through, when you're showing, you know, like okay, when you get messages from people that you're confused about,
Yeah.
be it romantic or professional or friend wise.
Yeah.
You share it with everyone you know.
Yeah.
And you say, what do you think of this? What should I say? And so I was scrolling one time through a conversation and I accidentally thumbs up something I said way earlier in the conversation in this like
I did that to my
tense
ex-boyfriend.
situation. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
It's
No.
the most horrifying you're feeling. You're like, please stop,
Awful.
please. No.
It was the worst. We hadn't talked in like a month finally. Like we stopped talking.
Oh my God.
And then out of nowhere just like liked my own thing
Yeah.
too. And it's like why?
Oh no.
It was brutal.
That's so horrible.
Yeah, no, but
Remember one
What can you
time
do?
I had this guy friend and like totally just a friend. And then I was just like, I just met his girlfriend and I was like interested in like, I don't know, looking at her Instagram, I guess. So I'm scrolling down her Instagram, just, I guess to try and figure out when they started dating. I don't know. I could have just asked him or asked her, but whatever. I'm like going this way about it. And then I go like really like 2010 or something. And I find like a picture of them. And so I click on it because like I want to see like what they looked like back then. And,
oh no.
and I like it. And like this girl doesn't know me yet. I'm just liking the one picture of her and her boyfriend from 2010.
Oh my God.
Then I have to meet her and it was really awkward. It's terrible.
Did she mention the?
No, I think I did though.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah, you never know if you should bring it up because you
Yeah.
both know what happened. But
Yeah.
it's like, do we acknowledge this or do
I
we
think
just
it's better to acknowledge it sometimes. Like
Yeah.
if it truly is like I had no bad intentions, you know.
Yeah.
I was just curious. But
I've done that.
This is such a like a small thing, but I noticed recently. You know when like somebody's like liking all your pictures and you're like, oh, they really care about me, or they want me to succeed, or maybe they like me, or they want to be friends. You just think positive things.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I recently noticed that some of those same people are like whores on everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
Like they'll be liking everybody's shit. And I'm like, I don't feel so special anymore. Like I actually got like upset, and I was like, this isn't fair. Like, why would you do this to me? I didn't say anything. I wish I did now. I feel like that would have been the proper thing to do.
Yeah, it is weird, hey? So then it kind of devalues it. But some people just really like stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
do you think
true.
they're doing it like out of like genuine like for that, or do you think they're doing it for like
The return.
to get people to like them? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's like a amount of time like spent on social media difference, because like
true.
I don't actually spend a lot
true.
of time like scrolling through people's pictures,
Yeah.
but when I do, I'm liking everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like excited to see people's things. So I feel like these people probably spend a lot, like that's probably the reason.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I feel like I don't scroll through pictures anymore. It's more like the stories that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look
Like
at stories.
I don't even like look at the pictures. So easy to miss everything now.
Yeah. And because it's like scrolling through stories is you don't have to do anything, you know? That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
So you can be going through stories and like watching TV, but if you're scrolling your thumb, you know what I mean? It's like a tiny difference, but you're not taking action
I've
in
never thought
stories.
about it like that. Yeah.
So it's easier.
And you don't have to like have the decision of do I want
Yeah.
to like this or not like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
You're
be
just
like
watching.
you can choose to skip it, but you can also just like turn your brain off and watch it.
I like watching stories. I feel like it's
I do
like,
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
except for when it's like, these are the shows that I'm on tonight, just like over and over again.
Yeah.
Without like some cool picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's just like the text. But like, I feel like because I remember when I first found out about Instagram, I mean, like I knew Instagram existed, but I was like, fuck social media. And then I was like checking out Instagram and I was like, oh, this is like constantly looking through people's photo albums. This is so exciting. And I was
Yeah.
so excited. But then like as it got more and more popular, obviously there's so much more advertisements. Everyone is public figure, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they're like selling their brand, selling something. But I
Yeah.
feel like stories are like a callback, a sort
Yeah,
of
they
like
are.
retro Instagram where
Yes,
it's like, yeah, it's just people's lives. This is so fun.
Yeah,
I
more
love
personal for sure.
Yeah.
More personal, yeah.
Do you guys ever like look to see who looks at your stories?
All the time.
Like a crush?
Not so much anymore. I used to be
Yeah.
like obsessed with like looking to see who liked things, you know, like and
Yeah.
who looked at things. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, I know I watch stories of people that I don't, no offense, but don't care about, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
That's true.
because they just come up. I just watch them.
You just watch them. Yeah, that's
I'm going to
so
stop
true.
looking now.
Yeah. That just,
You changed my mind.
yeah, that really changed my mind.
Sorry, but maybe some people are watching. I bet everyone's watching you guys' stories intentionally. I am.
Thank you, Jordanne.
You're welcome.
Have you brought a rule for us today? A dating rule?
I'm trying to my rule, if I had to choose one, would be like just leave me alone a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I like just being alone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could just
that's a good rule.
like date me on my terms.
Yes.
Is that too much to ask?
No.
No? How
That's a
nice would that
perfect
be?
rule.
Yeah, just like come around when I'm
Yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to go to your house. I
Yeah.
think I need like an animal or something, not a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a good
I'm
rule.
just not a dater, I don't think.
I feel like renegotiating terms of a relationship or like visiting, like, hey, I don't know, maybe we can, I don't know if this is a weird thing to like say to a partner, but like, can we just like not see each other for a month?
Yeah, see,
Like, I don't know,
For
is
a
that
month?
or like a few days or,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I'm just saying like, if you
year.
want things on your terms, maybe it's just a matter of like finding someone who's okay with those terms
Yeah, that's
and like
very true.
also loves those terms.
yeah, that's very true. I just don't know.
Yeah. How long have you been single now?
6. What year is it? What date? No, month. Month was the word. Month was the word I was looking for. 6, 7 months maybe. It's been nice, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know if don't like dating or if I'm just not ready to date, but it's just like I'm chilling. It's nice to be
Yeah.
no restrictions.
That's good.
yeah. Not that dating is a restriction, but I just don't like it.
Yeah. I definitely
I don't know.
understand that for
Yeah.
sure.
I
I
think
don't
I'm
know.
just lazy. I think
Well,
that's
you're
the
like
issue.
you're like doing other stuff.
Yeah.
that's true. I need
Yeah.
to figure myself out first and then find someone else maybe.
I think that's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just agree.
Yeah.
But you're like doing shows like every night. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
too.
true. Yeah.
So
And the only people I associate with is like comedians really.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to do that again.
From my experience, I don't.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Dating a
dating one right
comedian.
now.
Honestly, it took me so long. Everyone, when I started, was like, don't hook up with comedians.
That's
don't
what
do anything
everyone
with
says.
comedians.
Yeah.
I did it for years.
Oh yeah. It's
Really impossible not to.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
is.
impossible not
Because
to.
they have
Yeah.
everyone here around and they're funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And funny is like the thing that we value most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone else just seems, no offense, stupid.
Stupid and ugly, and we hate you. Just kidding.
It's really weird though. Hey, it's like a cult thing.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Yeah.
really weird. And it's like, I mean, it's such a small community. It can get pretty like incestuous
Yeah.
sometimes, I feel like. But
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, I don't know. That's what everyone always says. Don't date a comedian. It's like, who else am I talking to?
Yeah. There's no one else.
I had pretty good experiences overall.
Yeah.
And I feel like just as long as like people are like communicative, I feel
I
like
think
I'm
that's it.
like I'm
Yeah.
very honest. So if I'm like upset, I would tell the person and be like, "You weren't cool to me. Can you
Yeah.
explain yourself?"
See, I'm the opposite. I just bottle it up and then it explodes. It's
no.
a mess.
That's really
But-
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seems ideal almost, like, because you guys can do the same shows every night together.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see each other every day, but then it's also just like, it's a lot of a person, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, now though, I've kind of come around to the don't like at least have some I have a lot of reservations about
Yeah.
seeing comedians because mainly because it's just an extra layer of awkwardness that
It is,
I'm
yeah.
like at this point I'm like I just love doing comedy and being here and I
Yeah.
don't really need or want
Yeah, that's so
any of
true.
that extra shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even if it's not like awkward between you two, it's like other people surrounding you, like, oh, they're at the same show together.
That's
like,
true.
they're like just making fun of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of awkward moments. Like
Oh, I bet.
we were at like this comedy party and we
Yeah.
were sitting like just on a couch, like in a little room, but other people were coming in and like we were just eating chips, you know?
Yeah.
And then people would walk by this doorway and just be like, "Oh, we'll leave you alone." And we're
Oh
like,
my god, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I
It
guess.
was a party. Like, what are you doing? The door's
Yeah.
open. Stop. It was like just constant embarrassing. I was like, everyone needs to chill out.
Yeah. Calm down.
I'm eating chips. That's
Yeah.
all I'm doing.
At least you got the chips to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good benefit.
That's true. That's a weird assumption that like people assume that couples always want to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I think maybe part of it is from media that we consume, maybe, or I don't know. What are your thoughts? Because I definitely, to be honest, I have at various points in my life, I've been terrified of couples.
Oh, really?
Just the fact that they're couples,
yeah?
I get scared and uncomfortable and I don't want to be around them. Actually, I don't think I've ever talked about this on this podcast.
no.
Yeah, it's a true thing. It's a true thing.
Wow.
Do you think it's like they're gonna talk about you when they're alone? kind of
No,
thing, or,
no,
like-
no, no, no. I get really nervous that I'm going to say something wrong or do something wrong or like one of them will interpret something I did as like a flirt and then I'll get in trouble or
I
they'll
get it.
fight and I get like so anxious about
Yeah,
it.
I do kind of understand that feeling.
I
I
do
feel
get
like
that,
you
yeah.
don't want to accidentally flirt with anybody.
Yeah.
or like step on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. that
Even
is-
just like I find messaging like other like comedians that are in relationships just like
Yeah.
for shows like something so like
that's true.
not flirtatious
Maybe
at
that's
all.
why I haven't been booked on any shows.
That might be it, Jordanne. That could explain it all. I don't know. Yeah, I am definitely very reserved. I feel like I
Yeah.
definitely feel that. Yeah.
I've also had some bad experiences with couples.
Really?
I mean, like my parents, obviously. and then more recently, I had this like awful thing that happened between me and a friend.
Yeah.
Where it turned out like her boyfriend was a manipulative asshole, essentially. And he was like, it's kind of a longer story, but essentially, she thought that I wanted to sleep with her boyfriend.
Oh. wow.
And I had zero intention or will or want to do
Yeah.
that. I was not attracted to him at all.
Yeah.
I was just like, we're friends sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then it turned out that he was leveraging our friendship to make her jealous.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And so then I got in trouble. I got the shit end of the stick
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted to, at that point.
sorry. I just like really grabbed onto the shit end of the stick, and I was like, "What is that?"
Isn't that an expression?
It is.
Shit
Yeah,
end.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
I don't know if
I think it's like
that.
when you like are like poking shit, and then you stick a stick in it because you want to see like the temperature or something.
What?
Shit,
And then-
wait.
With a stick?
You got me until the temperature part.
Yeah.
Okay, no. You want to like push it. You want to push it to the side,
Like
Of
down
what?
a toilet?
of a toilet.
Like
Okay.
a plunger?
Plunger.
Okay, got the shit end of the plunger.
Okay, shit end of the plunger. Okay.
So sorry. Keep going.
No, it's okay. That was important.
I just got a strong visual, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Come again?
Got the shit end of the plunger, and because they wanted to like in a couple, it's like, well, do I trust this person or do I trust my friend?
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's what I feel. That's the thing that scares me.
Yeah, that is scary.
Yeah. Were you friends with like both?
I was, but I was closer
Both
with her,
parties? Oh,
and
that's
then
so
like
hard.
we
Yeah.
like we're not friends anymore, essentially.
That's awful.
Wow.
Yeah. And because like she like chose in that moment to trust her partner, and
Yeah.
I'm a crazy person, but I got so scared that they were gonna like kill me or something. I was like
Oh.
legit
I
scared.
mean, that happens.
I know it
happen.
happened to a neighboring high school when I was in high school.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
serious?
Yeah. They
Like a couple killed someone?
yeah, this girl, these two people were in a relationship, and the girl stabbed the girl that she was jealous of, and she died like on her steps to her house.
Oh my.
Wow.
So like it
That's-
happens, and so I was just like,
Yeah.
what if this happens to me? And I was like really really scared, and
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the worst, eh?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
couples can be scary because it's like if they spend all their time together and their minds are like, we're
Yeah,
right.
they sync up and they're like,
Yeah.
and they take each other's, and then they always like talk each other like into the idea more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're supposed to trust that person the most, but if they're not in a right state of mind,
Yeah.
then that can be really really hard.
Well, especially
because
if you said he was manipulative.
oh yeah.
Over? Yeah, see, that's awful.
Yeah, that's very scary.
Anyway, try and go to sleep tonight.
Were you scared the other day at Bloomers with me and Zach?
No, I love you and Zach.
Okay.
No, honestly, I've and I have talked about this before on the podcast, but I have started to believe that love doesn't have to be a horrible thing.
So nice.
Yeah, it's a good end of the plunger.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
nice
that's so
wooden end of
nice.
the plunger.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe with a wax on it. you
Yeah,
know?
so it doesn't
No
give you
slivers,
splinters.
yeah.
Yeah. Soft.
So we love to do a segment on the show called "Would You Date Them?" So
Oh,
we're
yay.
going to be playing you a clip from a rom-com. This is
Okay.
from the movie Secretary.
Ooh.
I can give you more context after the fact, if you so wish. And we'll play you this, and then you let us know if you would date them.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, I do.
You scored higher than anyone I've ever interviewed. You're really overqualified for the job. You'd be bored to death.
I want to be bored.
The music's like kind of swelling right now.
Yeah.
I have a part-time paralegal. All I need is a typist who can get to work on time and answer the phone.
I can do that.
We only use typewriters here, not computers.
It's fine.
It's very dull work.
I like dull work.
It's like a slow zoom in on his face.
Something about you're closed tight.
Didn't know what he was gonna say there.
Do you ever loosen up?
Whoa. Whoa. That was
How's everybody feeling?
I wish I would have listened to that when you sent it to me
Turned on.
earlier.
that was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's a movie?
Yeah. It's an
Not a
old
porno.
movie.
Oh
No,
my
it's not
god.
Yeah.
That's so
very
insane.
boring here.
It's very dull.
There's
I
something
like
weird
doll.
about the way that he talks. That you're just like,
The pacing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's wild.
seems like he's gonna like just pounce on you.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh god.
so
So-
would you date him?
Honestly, I'm looking for a job, so I'd consider it.
Yeah.
I'd see like yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
He was kind of soothing his voice a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
yeah. See what happened, where he could take me.
I
Get
like
some-
that he. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, just some easy work.
Yeah, easy work, typewriter. I like that he's like
Yeah.
he wants me to be creative. He appreciates that about
Yeah.
me. Like I can show up to work on time. Like I can do that.
Yeah. He's also like reads your vibe, you know? He's like,
Yeah.
you're really tight.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going. You know what? I am tight. Thank you very much, sir.
I'd imagine at a job interview, you're just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I like that we're all mainly focused on the job part.
Yeah.
We're like, would you date them? Yes, I would take the job.
Yeah. Wow, that was a lot to break down.
Yeah.
But
It was good.
probably, yeah.
I want to watch this movie, Secretary.
Oh, it's so good. I love
Do they
this
fall in
movie.
love?
Is it good? Yeah.
So it's kind of like an early, like before 50 Shades of Grey sort of scenario.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like
I've
a
heard
lot
of it.
more like consent is involved. I feel like than in the 50 movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I love this movie. I think it's really
Cool.
great. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in a while, so I
Yeah.
don't remember if there's anything problematic.
Mhm.
But it's super hot and
Nice.
like
into
very well written from what I remember.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
I can be into that.
Yeah. I'm going to write it down.
So yes, I would date him.
Hey, sick.
Oh,
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's something like so captivating about, and like we all talked about it, which was like the fact that he listened and like paid
Yeah.
attention to who you are, just like that validating aspect.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's super hot. I feel like that's probably the hottest thing about it.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for these days?
It seems like
To
it
listen
sometimes,
to
to be
me.
honest.
But if he was wrong, like if you were like, you're like, no, I'm actually very chill and I'm a loose girl.
Yeah.
Then it would be like really awkward.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yeah, I think I gotta go.
I don't think I'm right for this job.
Yeah.
I'm pretty loose.
That's cool though.
I like that. How old is that movie?
Ooh, I don't remember. I think it's maybe like, what year are we in?
2019.
I think it's like from 2000.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, which
Cool.
seems so much longer ago.
Just sorry, can I just
Yeah.
explore this little thought?
Yes, please.
So you said what year are we in? Okay. Imagine each year is like a bucket
Yeah.
and it already has the things of the year inside of it. We just haven't
Like,
experienced
swum
it
to
all
the
yet.
bucket?
It's all in the bucket already
Oh, I
in
like that.
2019.
I like that.
Anyway, I'm not sure why any of that came into my head.
That's kind of like a circular understanding of time.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
It's
I think so.
non-linear, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. It's just based on buckets though.
Yeah.
It's a bucket understanding of time. Non-linear, yes, bucket.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just on the concept of time. I love thinking about time.
Mhm.
Whenever I think about I have a really hard time watching like time travel movies sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they
Oh,
can
yeah?
change things in the past.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so weird.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I'm more of a bucket time person where
Mhm.
it's like everything that will happen has always happened, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And everything that has happened is always
happening.
has happened.
Yeah. Have you seen? Did we already talk about Annihilation? Did
No.
you seen it?
No.
Or no, sorry, I'm not talking about that. What am I talking about? The Arrival.
No.
You have to watch The Arrival.
Oh, what's it about?
It's about aliens and language and how language affects the way we view time, just by how we talk.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that. That's very
that's
cool.
Very good.
I really like that because
That's really cool.
language does totally shape so many things that like it just shapes everything. Like
Yeah.
even if you
Yeah.
just think about like I love like looking up new German words because they have words for things that like you wouldn't even think of,
Yeah.
and then they have that word, and you're like, oh, that's so cool, and you think about that thing now.
Yeah.
Like that thing that you told me about like comfiness.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a German word though.
No,
Right?
like Danish or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
cool.
concept of like
Cozy.
creating a cozy atmosphere. So I think about that sometimes now. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Language is like a great way to break up experiences and like be like, this is a thing. This is
Yeah.
a thing.
It's very cool. You have to watch the movie
God, I want to watch
What's it
that movie now.
No, not an island.
Arrival?
The Arrival.
The Arrival.
The
Okay,
Arrival.
The Arrival.
with
Yeah.
Amy Adams. She's so good in it.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched the new the Black Mirror movie?
Not
Yes.
yet.
Oh man, that
I watched all the different
did you watch
endings.
it?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to go through it all?
It took like 3 hours or so.
Oh,
and the
yeah?
people I was watching it with like lost interest after the first hour.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
And so I just like sat in their living room being like, no, again, again.
yeah,
funny.
it was pretty
What would
wild.
happen if I did this? It was very exciting.
It's crazy.
Nice.
So this segment we like to do is my favorite segment, and it's called Rate My Kiss.
Ooh.
So we do this on a non-judgmental scale. So instead of going from 0 to 10 or
A to Z.
A to Z, we choose 2 things that we like equally. So what are 2 things that you like equally?
Oh. First things wow, that just came into my mind really fast. Cheese and cats.
That's amazing. That's the fastest anyone has
That
ever
cheese and
answered.
cats, cheese and cats.
Straight up. into my mind. Yeah, cheese and cats straight
Okay,
up.
so
yeah.
this
You look so intense about it. That was
Oh, I
so
just
funny.
love. I'm so passionate.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to.
Are you gonna cry?
I got a little
Need a
emotional.
moment?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting emotional just like by watching
Yeah.
it.
Wow. Whoa.
You guys are not good today.
No.
You're gonna
no.
just like end up in a crying circle or a crying bucket.
Yes, a crying bucket.
we need our buckets.
So this scale is from cheese to cats.
Okay.
And this is going to be a kiss. This is a kiss from future future you to future you with the job that you want.
Whoa, I love it.
Okay.
She's gonna make a kissing noise.
She's gonna make it. Okay. I was. Yeah. I
Yeah,
was,
you're
okay,
probably
what's gonna
so
happen?
confused.
I'm so confused. At first, I was like, "Are we gonna kiss? Like, what's happening?" I'm into it, but I just don't know what to expect. Okay.
It's my job. It's my job. Hello.
In the future, you're Marge.
Yeah.
I love that. So I rate that.
From cheese to cats, yeah.
Wow. I think that's a cat eating some brie cheese.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yes,
great.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God, I'm
That was
dizzy.
passionate. Yeah. I am overcome with emotion right now.
That was
Wow, we're
amazing.
gonna leave this episode being horny and crying at
Yeah,
the same time.
I don't know how to
So
feel.
many things.
Yeah.
I
Thanks
like
so
that.
much for coming, Hannah.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. That was so fun.
You're amazing.
Oh, thanks so much. You guys are great too.
Everyone, make sure you check her out.
Yeah, check out
Please
Hannah
check me
and follow her on Twitter.
Oh, I don't have Twitter.
Follow her on Instagram.
Instagram.
Follow her
yeah,
on Instagram. Great. What's your handle?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Just look up, go to Instagram.com.
You guys heard of it? It's H Lawrence with 2 E's.
Oh, at the end?
Because, yeah, just
Aw,
spice it up a
why?
bit. I don't really know. I think H Lawrence with 1 E was taken, so I had to.
That's okay.
I like H. Lawrence E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Just
It's
a little-
fun. It's kind of like a cool, like, what are they called? Pseudonyms for an author?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pantonyms? What's it called when somebody has like a
I-
fake name?
I'm
for a-
inclined to say pseudonym, but I might just be way
I
off.
think we're really wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. Kim?
Just Kim
Alias?
Alias.
Maybe.
That
Something
sounds-
like that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Check back in next week.
So we're gonna end this episode off with the best fist bump in the entire world.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, my hands are
Oh,
so
she's got
sweaty.
It's okay. It's a fist.
Okay. Oh, closed fist. Oh,
close
perfect.
fist.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that felt like the Power Rangers.
She's got so many rings on. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh no,
No,
it's
we
awesome.
loved it.
Perfect.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.